I live in the woods, in the cabana, saving up so I can get a tent with a zipper to keep the mosquitoes out. It get damp, so try to keep the roaches out, the moths out, the spiders out, and every now and then they got a little snake that'll creep in through the little gaps, cause it's a cabana, so it's not like it zip up. I just could put the notches in so that the garage door could go up. But this ain't got nothing much to do with the video. I remember I had a lot of friends, family members, a lot of women, a lot of plugs, a lot of street partners, was raised by the killers, drug dealers, and pimps. Everybody around me was trying to leave fragments of pieces, or was trying to plant seeds of who they are within me. They try to water it as much as possible. And I remember when I would get away from everybody, I used to pray to God to bring me closer to Him so that He'll come closer to me. And then I remember I dealt with a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing people, a lot of heartbreaks from the woman I was engaging with, getting cheated on a lot, lied to, manipulated, gaslit, even getting gaslighted from family members and stuff like that. And I remember I just wanted them to see who I was, not who they wanted me to be seen as in their eyes. And I remember I wanted to be seen for who I am. And I remember God kept on telling me that it was time to leave my city, and I didn't want to leave it at the time. So the devil sent this Jezebel that was drugging me, damn near set me up so many times. I remember, from what I calculated, it was the 9th time she tried to set me up. Because I know you'll be like, damn, Bible, how you couldn't realize it from the get-go, How it took from the 9th time for you to finally get your head cracked open safely. But it was the last time she tried to set me up. I saw things for what it was, because she was drugging me pretty bad. She was lacing my blunts up. And I remember I would leave out of town and I'd go live by different family members just to clear my head, just to breathe, to try to figure things out. Not knowing that those family members was in on it as well, because they all knew who I was. Or like the last time I talked to one of my aunties that did me bad, and she tried to set me up, and she set me up in some calculated car crashes. And she revealed it to me. And she was like, why are you complaining? Why are you mad? Don't you know that you're protected? Don't you know that God's protecting you? So I looked at what she was saying, and I was like, only reason why you know that I'm in the hands of God is because you calculated a car crash, and I survived that car crash, and you calculated other assassinations attempts and even poisoned me, and you see I'm still standing. So that's how you could really say such a thing. Why are you complaining? Ain't you got God protection? And I was like, damn, I ain't never heard nobody say it like that before. Because you tried to kill me so many times. But this ain't about that. This is really about God. Because I remember, I got a song on SoundCloud. I might put it in the beginning of this video. The quality is really trash, but I may put it in this video. If not, it's on SoundCloud, and you could type in 781 THEVBYZ. And I think the name of the song is called Grace. Because I remember I used to pray to God to take me away from these people. Well, I really was praying to God, like, God, please give me the strength to walk away from faces, places, and situations that don't have my highest income. And give me the strength to walk to the faces, places, and situations that have my highest outcome. And I started to ask God to reveal my enemies to me, the people that was lying to me, the people who was confusing, abusing, and misusing me, and really trying to destroy my mind, trying to turn me into a dumbass, a flunky, trying to turn me into a smut, somebody that be on that fuckery when I ain't like none of that. But once they realized I would not be able to be in their programs, to be controlled, to comply, it's like shit hit the fan. And I remember the same auntie that tried to kill me multiple times. She said, "You always see the negative in everybody. Nowhere nobody wants you around. You always see the negative in them." And I was like, nah, I don't look for the negativity in nobody. But once I get a glimpse of your true nature, it's never to be hidden again. It's no drug you could drug me with that'll ever make me forget what I seen. You know, you can't get mad because you got skeletons in your closet. We all do. But did you go to God and ask him to clean your house? Did you ask God to renew your walls, to renew your air condition? Did you ask God to renew everything? Did you ask God? No, you don't. You didn't. You rather dwell with the things that you got going on and continue to hide it. And then you want to hide it so much you think you can hide from God. So I remember I used to pray to God that he'll show me who people is, how people truly feel about me. And that's when the spirit of discernment went to a level that at first my eyes couldn't handle it. My heart couldn't handle it. But then I asked God for the strength to be able to accept the truth for what it is, and then that made it better. And I'm just making this video because I'm grateful for God. If you're a chosen one, you got to be grateful for the things that God have done for you. Got you out of relationships, jobs, locations, near life and death situations. You probably done died and came back alive. I remember I died and I came back alive multiple times from getting drugged and shit. This girl I thought was my girlfriend putting methamphetamines and roofies and mickeys in my damn blunt. I thought it was just weed. And I'm just making this to be like, you know, God had to separate us from all of those snakes, all of those fake people, because they was trying to smother or suffocate the seed that the Most High planted inside of us. You know, you got to get away from rotten fruit, because if you don't, then, you know, it could corrupt good manners, like they say. So, you know, that's why we walk in the way we walk as chosen ones. I know a lot of us be like, man, we always alone. But you're not never alone. I know you would like to have some human interactions, be able to talk to a human. But honestly, God got us walking this path with him, walking this path with the Most High, so that we could learn the lessons that we need to learn, you know. So we could be the orange tree or the rambutan tree that we was always meant to be, because a lot of these people want us to be watermelons with no seeds. Like they are grapes, and they are watermelons with no seeds, because they don't have anything about self-preservation or longevity about them. All they have is self-sabotaging tendencies, and they hate themselves. No matter how much more they have, money, materialistic, cars, clothes, or fake snakes that they call friends in a circle. You know, so the Most High, he made us a certain way. He created us to be a specific tree that produce a specific type of fruit. So that's why as chosen ones, we walk the streets alone, but we're not lonely. Because you got ancestors, you got spirit guides, you got guardian angels, if you open your first eye, every now and then you will see them in the spirit realm. Every time you cross the street and the truck try to run your ass over and you felt that little nudge, that was one of your spirit guides. That was one of your ancestors, man. You know? Because I remember I was with this one girl who I thought was my girlfriend, this one dude who I thought was my friend. And he was about to get on this bus. And we walked into the bus stop. And we always high at night, you know what I'm saying? We all smoked some weed, smoked a blunt, eyes red as a motherfucker, giggly and shit. And I remember, as I was waiting for his bus to come, because they had another bus that was coming in front of us, but it wasn't stopping because it don't stop at that bus stop, but it just passed down the street. So the bus was coming, and the bus don't stop, so the bus was going about a good 45. And I remember that this dude who I thought was my friend tried to push me in front of the bus and laugh it off like we was just play. Like, at first he make it seem like we was play fighting and we was pushing each other. But the closer that the bus got, he tried to push me in front of the bus. And my insides of my intuition felt that shit. And I was like, I can't believe this dude tried to push me in front of the bus and then act like we was play fighting. But in actuality, he started that scene like we was play fighting so that he could push me in front of the bus and I wouldn't think nothing of it, but I wasn't going for it. And I thought about it yesterday. I thought about it today. Because I was just to myself and I was thanking God for all the times he been with me and kept his angels with me. Because I've been thinking about all the times God saved my life and these people that I thought was my friends or my girlfriends was actually sent by the devil to kill me. So I was giving God a lot of gratitude this rotation. And I just wanted to say as well to my other brothers and sisters that live in the hands of God. I might not know you from a can of paint, but I know you cut from that same cloth that I'm cut from. You know, you want to say the 144,000, the chosen ones, Hebrew Israelites, whatever direction you want to take it. But it's much more than that because they stole our information and hidden things in the Vatican because we are way special than that. It's like that show called what is it called? The Untouched or the Touchables or something like that. Well, if you look it up on YouTube, they got an episode where this dude can walk on water. I think it's called the Untouchables or the Touchables or something like that. Something like that. But if you type in the man that can walk on water, there was a series about it. I got to get back on it. I only saw a few episodes when God was trying to explain things to me. So, yeah, man.